Hey everyone, this is Beacon from the Poi Mechanic channel, and today I'm doing a review on the newest product from UltraPoi.com. These are the Orb Poi and the UltraKnob Pro handles. These are designed to be a affordable LED contact poi setup, and at $125 for a set like you see here, that's pretty dang affordable. You can get these for $75 with just the light up pads and regular handles, or $30 for the knobs themselves each. So I'm going to go over everything I know about them, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and yeah, let's get started. So what comes with this is a cloth bag, which is a nice drawstring bag to keep your poi in. Come with stickers, instructions, come with these awesome cables. It comes with two of these actually, and what they are is a single input USB to a double output USB. So plug this into any standard charger, and then you can charge both your poi and your handle at the same time because it's split there. I don't know why more companies aren't doing this, but that is absolutely handy. It'll come with an extra bit of rope. This is a nylon rope. I'm not a big fan of nylon. I just don't like the characteristics of it. It wears kind of rough on your hands. This stuff I haven't had any experience with, so I don't know. It might not be as bad, but it's a 3/8 inch nylon. What I do like about it is it does retain its shape while you're spinning, so it kind of will have that stiff characteristic while you're doing like slide tosses and floats, and when you're doing like wraps and things like that, it's really flexible. So that's kind of nice. I have currently on this setup the short set. I'll probably just skip the rope altogether and put my own type of rope on there, but it's nice that they give you two different sets. It'll also come with a carabiner, a double S-biner, so you can attach your props to your belt. And yeah, that's it on what it comes with. Let's start off with the heads. So the heads are 97 millimeters. They are I guess a silicone, really nice and soft. They're really grippy. They have this nice little lines that go in here at an angle, kind of a crisscross pattern, and I think that kind of helps the light disperse a little bit better. It's the same type of material as the pod poi, as far as I'm aware. The heads themselves, I think, weigh 185 grams, and inside the heads will come these little polycarbonate capsules that have two O-rings on it that hold it together, and inside are your .XL chips, the same that's in your handle. These are the .XL Pro rechargeable chips. I'll get to those in a second. What I like about this particular setup is your rope just kind of sits in here like this. Now you have all this extra space, which is kind of cool because you can either put some kind of weights in there. If you want to use clear PVC tubing, you can put that in there and make it the light still go through it quite well, plus it'll add some weight to it. Or if you're like me or somebody that uses a lot of different ropes, you can number one, you can change out your rope really quick on the go. But the other cool thing is you can add excess rope. So say that I know my rope is going to shrink a lot. I can put some tape around the rope right here, put this over, and then once it's shrink to the maximum shrinkage, take the tape off, and now I have all this excess rope, which is awesome. The handle is the same type of material, and it's the same thing. It's held together by a O-ring, and it goes inside, I should say, the case that holds the .XL chip, and it goes inside this handle. The handle is a little bit different than the original. As you can see, the original was not quite as high. I don't know the exact dimensions. I'll put this on here. It's about the same width, though, as far as I can tell. The depth is a little bit different, too, just because it has to make up for this weird little shape right here. And it's the same grippy texture, and to me, it seems like that almost lets light through better. I don't know how, because it seems like it's the same material. Maybe I was testing it with this one that has my plug in here, and the light just stops right there if the LED is pointing straight down. So that's probably what that is, and that's why I like these, because the light really gets through really well. So let's see, as far as the rope depth right here, you don't have a whole lot to play with before you hit the bottom right there of that. So you could put a couple washers in there maybe, or if you do like the epoxy plug like I do, just fill that up if you want the extra weight. So let's move on to the chips. Okay, so the original UltraKnob was great in the beginning. I did a review on it saying how much I liked it, and then I started using it at festivals, outside at Burning Man, places where there would be dust getting in here, and I started having major problems. That's because this insert is held in by friction. And when the dust gets in here, it breaks down the friction, and these things would go flying when I was doing tosses. I lost a few of them. So I was having problems with that. They fixed it a little bit with the new design that made the plastic stick out a little bit further, but the way I have a hard spinning style, I guess I kept having issues. So the new ones don't have that issue because the insert is held into the handle by the rope. So there's no way in hell that this is going to pop out, as far as I know of anyways. The next problem was also because of the friction, which was the button. The button would be hard to press on sometimes because this was so constricted. Sometimes it would be hard to take or turn it off because it would hold the button on. Sometimes you think you got the button off and it was just barely off, and then you throw this in your bag and the light turns on, and next time you go to use it, it's dead. The new one, the button, there's no friction on it because it's inside this case here, and the button is a much more improved button too. It has a nice little audio feedback. You can feel it, so you know you've turned it on or whatever. The battery on the original was a coin cell battery, which had it had some benefits and some negatives. The benefit was you could change the battery out, if you're using it at a festival and it goes dead. The negative is if you do that too much, I've had issues with these breaking loose. On my night eyes especially, they would break loose, or I'd lose the tension under here, and so the battery would lose contact and it would shut off. So I was always thinking, man, they should make a battery with a lithium polymer pack or whatever, and that's what the new one has. It's a pack that is soldered to the board, so you won't have any of that issue. The lithium polymer battery is supposed to have better battery life too. I have had mixed results. I did a video where I shot the different colors to see how long they would last. I tried solid colors and flashing colors. Obviously, the flashing color is going to have a better battery life because the battery's not on as much because it's going on and off. I did double the test on the first 4 that I tried just to verify that my results would be the same, and they were. And then I did another test with different colors. I didn't go through all the colors. I was just trying to get a basic idea. My red solid would last about 4 hours, 30 minutes. The red flash would last 7 hours and 30 minutes. The blue, which was surprising, which I think used more energy, lasted about 6 hours and 45 minutes. The multicolor, I got anywhere from 4 to 4.5 hours. Yellow, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Green, about 8 hours. Aqua, about 3 hours and 36 minutes. And white, about 1 hour and 50 minutes. So was not impressed by that at all. But, if you're going to use that for performance mode or whatever. I talked to Johnny at UltraKnob, and he was saying that these batteries have a break-in period or whatever, so charging them up and letting them drain and charging them up will, get them settled or whatever, and you should get better battery life. He tested it, I think he said about 100 chips or whatever, different ways, and was getting much better results. So your results might vary. I'm just going by what I've had in front of me for the last, week or so testing. And I also tested the original in that video, and it didn't last but 1.5 hours, 2 hours. And I think that's because I haven't been using these, and these battery cells have just probably been drained for too long. So don't trust that result as how the originals were. I think they had a little bit better battery time. And let's now go on to the button interface. So the buttons on the original one, you would press on and it would turn straight on. The new one, you have to press twice really quick and it will turn on. The reason you have to press twice on this one versus the old one is this has a button lock feature on it. And the way that works is if you press the button once and then you press it again within 3 seconds, you're able to navigate through the menu. But if you've pressed it once and then you wait 3 seconds to try to press it again, it won't actually change. It'll flash if it's on to let you know you've pressed the button, but it won't actually turn to a different mode. That is super helpful for if you're spinning and you accidentally hit the button, it's not going to change your color. It's also helpful if it's in your bag and it's off, you're not going to turn it on accidentally. The old one, you would long press for way too long, in my opinion, until it would shut off. The new one, you long press for about a half second and then it shuts off, which is way better improvement. The old one, you would long press to turn it on to the brightest mode. The new one, it goes straight to the same brightness as this one, as far as I can tell. Now, to navigate through the menu here, if you have it on, since I haven't pressed it in 3 seconds, I'm going to have to hit it twice. Now it's going to allow me to go to the next, and then the next, and I'm scrolling this way. Now, if I want to go down, I would have to long press, it'll turn off, and then turn back on to yellow. I let off, and now I'm able to go down the menu this way. It'll start back out at the top, go back down to ribbon where I want to go. Now, if I want to start going back down this way, at a long press, it'll turn immediately yellow. I let off, and now I'm able to go down this way. So I think there's 2 different new modes, one being fire. I haven't really messed with that, and the other being the demo mode at the end. There's a demo pink, demo green, and demo blue. I don't know what they do, so shouldn't even probably mention them, but yeah, I'm sure they do something awesome. Now, as far as the battery life, or I'm sorry, the charge time on these, it's about 2 hours, which is a big improvement. It charges super quick. So what I'm going to do is just carry a battery pack in my my backpack, and if I run out of battery, I'm just going to charge this while I'm using another set. So anyways, that is it on the chip. The Poi itself has a lifetime warranty on it, so if you have any issues with it, get in touch with UltraPoi and they'll take care of you. If you have any comments or questions on this particular product, please let me know. I also am curious about what your experience is with the battery life and things like that. I'm going to go do a demo with this right quick, and look for that video. And if you have any other products you want me to review, please get in touch with me. I'd love to do so. I appreciate you all watching. Thanks a lot, and have a good one.